I'm Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is General Hospital Edition. Today is Wednesday, August 17th, 2022. All right, guys, let's get right into this. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this one, it was an 8. It was pretty good. I always say the teens have the best storyline, and I'm sorry, they do to me. They have death, murder with Esme. They have the love triangle with Rory, Spencer, and Trina. They have secrets and lies. Like they have a soap. And so I always enjoy the teen storyline. So whenever all of them are on here, it's a really great soap to me. Plus, I enjoy like certain people like Ava and all of them. So let's go ahead and get into this. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late on getting these reviews out. Mila's teacher had to come, and so I have to rearrange my schedule based on her needs. So sorry about that. I'll be back on schedule tomorrow. All right, guys. So we see Sonny and Dex, and so Frank Frank threw Dex up in there, and Dex said, what's going on? You is this somebody the way you treat somebody who did what they were supposed to do as far as the trial?" And he says, "You lied to me." So then Dex tells Sonny tells him, "You were discharged, but you didn't say, you act like you just got out the military, but you were discharged." So he's told him the whole thing about his family, and he gave him this sad story and everything. And Sonny's pretty much like, "But you lied." And Dex said, "I never told you I wasn't gonna lie to you. I just said you could count on me or whatever." Semantics. So then Sonny says, like, "Get on out of here. Let me think about what I'm gonna do." So he looks at the paper or whatever and sees, that he got Trina off. Oh, I don't know how it worked, but he got her off. So then we see Michael and Willow, and she's wanting to tell him something's wrong, but then Olivia, Brooklyn, all of them come to celebrate her, and she's just overwhelmed because they were like, "You got a life ahead of you." And so she leaves. Now TJ is there as well, and he knows what's going on with her. So he goes and he talks to Willow, and she tells him, "It's confirmed, I have leukemia." And he's just like, "Willow, I'm sorry to hear that. I wish it wasn't like this." But he said, "I'm not, those aren't my field, Obi, and I can't think of the other one, but they're not my fields, but you got Terry and you got Britt. You got two of the best." And she says, "No, I get it. I'm lucky." She said, "But the pregnancy is going to be complicated, and they're gonna talk tomorrow about it." And he said, "You need to tell why do I always say need? Like need. But anyways, he's like, "You need to tell Michael." And she says she is, but she wants them to have this one night before everything falls apart. And he's like, "Okay, I understand." And so he gives her a hug, and Nina sees this. And then she sees Willow talking to TJ afterwards, where he's saying, like, "Let me know if you need anything." And she sees all this. And when Willow goes back out to the party, she sees Willow um, she just watching all of it. So I don't know if Nina's gonna put together what's going on or not. I don't know. Let's move on. So then we see Joss and Cam, and she's updating him on everything that went down with Trina's trial, and he's super excited for her. But we see Trina and Curtis and Portia. So Trina is talking to Spencer, right? And Portia, Curtis and Portia come in, and Portia like, "Baby, we about to have a party. Come on." And Trina's like, "Mama, Mama, don't be rushing me. Don't embarrass me like this. I'm coming." But Portia is doing this because she does not want Spencer. Because notice she told Cam and Jocelyn, "Y'all are welcome to come to the party," but she didn't invite Spencer. I said, "Now, Portia, the man did put himself in prison for Trina or whatever." But they don't know what the sacrifice Spencer really was making for Trina. But anyway, she told her, "Mama, I'm gonna talk to you later." So then she tells Spencer, "What was all this about? Like you did, oh, I'm sorry, y'all, I hit the mic. You did this complete 180. Why?" Remember when back in the day when people used to say, "You did a 360. We didn't know, but you did this complete 180. Like, what's going on? Why would you do that?" And so he was about to tell her. Rory shows up, and he said, "Is this a bad time?" And she's like, "No, it's not a bad time. Come on, Rory." And I said, "Oh God." I'm torn because why Spencer have to make me start liking him? I I didn't like that little boy. I was like, ugh, he's such a jerk and brat and entitled and everything. But baby, he be acting this. He acts this role to a T. And now I like the little young man. So now I'm like, oh my God, do I want to treat her with Rory or with Spencer? A part of me wants her with Rory because he's good for her. Like there's no baggage with him. There's no background, about him dating a friend or someone you didn't like. There's none of that. There's no lies. It's just all honesty. And plus, he gets her outside and he gives her a soda. Y'all remember when she was in the interrogation room and Spencer had made her so upset, and he left. When Spencer left, Rory got her a soda because that's all he could get her, and he knew she was upset and she had been there all day, and he was like, I know you're probably thirsty. It was cute. So that's why I'm like, oh, I want to with Rory. But then when Spencer talks to and then they say, oh, should we consider ourselves boyfriend or girlfriend? Like, are we gonna be boyfriend or girlfriend? Or should I call you my boyfriend? Should I call my I mean, it's cute because they're young. And then we see Spencer, Josh, and Cameron talk, and they like, sir, you got to tell Trina what's going on with you, like what was going on that you believed her the whole time. And he was like, I don't know, I'm going to prison and all that. And they was like, she deserves to know the truth. And he says he loves her. So they're like, if you really love her, you have to tell her the truth or whatever. So he like, all right, I'm gonna tell her. He go outside to tell her she is kissing on Rory. I said, oh, you're waiting too late. You waited too late. So then she and Rory leave or whatever, and Spencer goes back in, and they was like, that was fast. What happened? He said he didn't tell her because she's with Rory and she's happy, and they need to keep their mouth shut too. And Josh, Carly Jr. can't do it. She has a right to know. She was like, there's nobody that wants her with Rory more than I do, she said. But she has a right to know. And he was like, if we all care for Trina and love Trina like that, y'all won't tell her this. Like, let her be happy. And I was like, why you have to go and grow up and be all sweet and a young man now? Like he went from a little boy, like spoiled brat, to a young man. And I like Spencer. And so then, I'm sorry, y'all. So then we see Portia and Curtis talking, and child, he told Portia, she said, thank you, baby, for everything you've done for me. You've been there for me. And he said, I love Trina like she's my own. I'm gonna take care of it. I said, child. And so Portia all guilty because like she is your own. So Portia all guilty and everything. And then Rory and Trina come, and they're like, baby, we got people coming or whatever. And she said, Rory, you can stay. And he was going to stay. And then when she started talking about the family being there, and I was just going to celebrate and say how happy they are that Trina is free. That's with Portia. Rory's like, you know what? Just be happy with your family. And Trina said, you got to say, you already heard my mama, because they love them some Rory. So they like, you already heard my mama. You going to stay. And he was like, okay, cool. So he gonna stay, y'all. And so they had this big celebration for Trina and everything. Josh come over, and Josh feeling guilty, but she sees how happy Trina is with Rory. And I don't think she's gonna be able to tell. And then Portia over there feeling guilty because she know that Curtis is Trina daddy, and so she feels guilty because she hasn't told the truth. Y'all, it's a mess, and I'm here for these next storylines that's about to come up out of this little group right here. It's gonna be so good, and that's why they are my favorite storyline, like my favorite storylines on this soap. When they all get together and start acting and stuff, it's always so good. Like these last episodes with them in particular have been really great to me. So then we go over here with this mess with Carly and Nina. So Nina says, Carly, you were in the kitchen. And she says, Olivia told me I could go back there. And she said, oh, because it's for customers. And she says, so that makes you feel good, Nina? That makes you feel good, Nina? To put me in my place or whatever? And Nina said, listen. She said, I'm part owner, so I have a right to ask these questions. And Carly said, you're part owner for now. Baby, Nina told Carly it will be decades before you're able to buy it back from me. You got no job. You got no money. I said, what is happening here? You know Nina, my girl, right? Y'all know Nina, my girl, but I do like Carly too. But the way they was going at each other had me dying. Y'all too grown for this. But keep going. So Carly said, and then Nina's gonna tell Carly. So now that Sonny and I have made it official, Carly said it only took you a year and a half. I'm sorry, that was killing me. She said it took you a year and a half to get that man. I said, who, dang, has it been that long? She said, yes, it has. It took her a year and a half to get him or whatever. I said, well, she got him now, Carly. And you say it don't bother you or whatever, so don't let it bother you. But her and Nina keep going back and forth, and then they go into this little room that they're going back and forth so hard they don't even see Michael and Willow walk through. I said, y'all really into it. Because Carly knows everybody business. I'm shocked. But anyway, so Michael and Willow walk through and they don't even see it because they're going at it so bad. And so Nina says, Carly, we're gonna have to learn to coexist, especially for Donna. And Carly said, oh no, honey. Now I said, now Nina. Now Nina, you my girl. Let's not get goofy with this. But she said, we're gonna have to coexist because of Donna and everything. And Carly said, you will not be around Donna, and you won't be and I said, well, I mean, if Donna is gonna be there, I mean, honestly, unless y'all go to some kind of court and make this an agreement, she gonna be around Donna at some point. Sonny's gonna introduce her to Donna, and I know you don't want that, and I get it. But unless y'all go to court and you put that in some documentation or something, that's gonna eventually happen. These writers gonna put it in. These writers gonna put it in there, if nothing else, just to mess with y'all, because they know how much y'all don't like Nina. And getting all off topic, did y'all see that Instagram post? I said, y'all do my girl Nina wrong. Like, they put that post about Sonny and Nina. I said, y'all know people don't like them as a couple. Now I do. And even people who say I like Nina, I like Sonny, said, well, I don't like them as a couple, but I like these two characters. There was so much hate in that Instagram post. I said, y'all childish. Y'all childish for this. Y'all didn't have to put this up there. Like, that's got to be hard on that actress. Like, she's acting a part, and you acting the hell out that part, mama, because they can't stand you. But anyways, let's move on. So Carly said, you're not going to be around them. You're going to be non-existent, just like you are to Wiley. And she said, yeah, now that Willow has gotten taken my daughter's place and removed her. So the fact that Nina was looking at Willow with TJ and sees all this going on, I'm concerned. Because Nina my girl, but she can get down there with you. If you go low, Nina said, I'm gonna go low with you. So anyways, her and Carly, just stop being around each other. Move on. And so then Olivia said, oh, don't tell me you ran into Sonny and Nina. And she said, just Nina. And I said, Olivia, I'm gonna say exactly what I said yesterday. Mind you, like, why are you being an instigator? Carly don't really like this woman or whatever, but she trying. So don't bring this up or whatever. But she does, and she says, but you got Drew or whatever. And I'm not gonna hold you long because I blacked out on this part. And so Drew comes over, and Olivia says she got to go and get some ice. And then some kind of way they end up talking about Aruba. And Drew said he can't go to Aruba right now because he got to focus on the business or something. I don't know. I don't know. Let's move on. Like, cause I swear I was watching this. I probably do like y'all do with Nina, cause I see a lot of people say I fast forward. I don't fast forward, but I guess my mind goes somewhere else, cause I swear I don't remember what Carly and Drew talked about. I just remember saying, how did they get on this Aruba topic? Why they start talking about Aruba? So if they were talking about something, put it in the comments. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I blacked out. I'm gonna try to do better. But I feel like they're forcing that relationship on me, and I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. The same way y'all don't want to see Nina and Sonny, I don't want to see Carly and Drew. But anyways, let's move on because I like these people right here. So Jordan comes through, and excuse me, Victor and Nicholas have to let her in because she got that warrant. And so Victor says, I'll lead you to Esme's room. And so Nicholas is talking, and she said, yeah, Trina got free or whatever. So now we're really looking at Esme because she need to be brought to justice because we know it was her who did the phone and everything. And Nick was like, oh, yeah. She said, but you were the last person to see her, right? And Ava said, no, actually, it was me. So they started talking to Jordan and everything, and she's looking around, and then she says, oh, I'm going to go back here. in the house or what. I'm gonna just look around the house, and they say, go ahead. And then all of a sudden she get a phone call, and they tell her that Esme ranted about Trina being free. And they said it looks like she couldn't help herself, but she tagged her location, and it is in France. And so they're like, oh, thank God. So Nicholas and Ava talking, she said, oh, if they had found that luggage, that would have been a disaster for all of us. And then Victor comes through, and she said, oh, I meant disaster. He said, save it, Ava. I already know everything. And she said, why would you tell him? She looked at Nicholas like, why would you tell him? And Victor said, your husband can't lie. And she said, don't I know it? I said, dang, Nicholas. And so Victor said, like, we all in this together, because Ava was like, He said, nah, Ava, listen, you gonna just have to be with this man. He said, you got to be with this man. We are in this together now. I said, well, God dog, my girl can't get out of this marriage now. And so then it goes off. It just shows Sonny thinking about Dex and is he gonna trust him? Yeah, we all know he gonna trust him. This ain't the end of that. And then it shows Willow at her party, but she, she's not happy because her mind is on leukemia and everything going on with her baby. And then we see who else do we see? Oh, they burn Esme's stuff. So not Willow, but Nicholas, Ava, and Victor go and burn Esme's stuff, and Nicholas don't even look in the barrel, and he and he burns Esme's letter to Maggie. And I said, well, God dog, Nicholas, you just anyways, y'all. That was General Hospital today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you tomorrow for another episode of What Happened on the Soaps General Hospital. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.